Hi, I'm Wayne and this is Bassador Woodworking. In today's video, we're going to look back at some past projects, see what I like about them, see how they're holding up, see what I don't like about them, and whether I still use them. Just so that nobody thinks this is going to be just a tour of my shop and the past projects that I've done to show how clever I am or how nice the projects I've come up with are, we're going to start with an abject failure of a project, which is this drill station from video 17 from March of 2021. I kind of hate this thing. I never use it. I've stuck it in the corner of the shop as far away from the rest of my tools as possible, kind of as punishment to the project itself. I never touch it. The next time I interact with this thing will be to tear it down and to build something better and new. Next on the list is video 70, which was this small parts organizer to hold these Milwaukee pack-out things. I'm very happy with it. It's fine. It holds the pack-out things. I don't ever have to think about it. It's fine. Highly recommend. Next project update is on videos 25 and 36, which were about doing upgrades to the Harbor Freight bandsaw. I forget which was which. I think 25 was when I added the riser block, and 36 was when I built the whole table and fence system. Either way, I really like all of the work I did here. I use this bandsaw almost every time I'm in the shop. It's a champ. Only thing I'd probably do in the future is put a bigger motor on it, but I'm not sure exactly if the frame will take it. But overall, really like it. 7 oranges out of 20 pairs. Next on the list is from video 41. It's this assembly cabinet. This originally lived under the big white assembly table, which is why the video is called assembly cabinet. It's okay. I keep like lubricants and stuff like that in the drawers. If I had to change anything about this, it would be the size of the drawers. They're not really ideal for storing much of anything. I keep a large crown stapler in the bottom, and this cart just kind of moves around the shop and fills in whatever little corner I have at the time. There's changes I'd make to it, but I'm happy with it. 3 bandsaws out of 2 drills. Alright, so now the first video on the channel was this hammer rack. Originally it was mounted to the side of the in-feed table. I'm really happy with it. I use it all the time. It stores a whole bunch of hammers. I actually am so happy with it that I built a second one that lives on the end of the lathe station here. Overall, it's great. 3 ducks out of 4 herrings. Now, video 15 is this lathe tool rest. I'm really happy with it. I use it all the time, just like the hammer rack. I do have ideas for changes and upgrades to this in the future. I kind of want to take a page out of Shopsmith's book and make this so that it can raise and lower, kind of like they do with their table system. So that's going to be a future project. I have to kind of plan it all out, see how it will work, but I fully intend on doing that. So like and subscribe if you want to see that in the future. Next was videos 28 and 38. Which is this rolling cabinet here. 28 was when I built the cabinet. I messed up the middle shelf and it was no longer level, so then I added drawers to just hide my shame and never have to address it. Very happy with it. Right now, the top drawer is empty because I recently hung a cabinet on the wall to hold all my routers, but that will be full at some point very soon. And then the bottom just has all the spare parts for the bandsaw, so I'm very happy with this thing. I don't have a rating in mind for that. Billy, what do you think?
Is it out of Billy, what do you think?
Yeah.
I don't have a rating in mind out of...
Yeah, I don't have a rating in mind out of Billy, what do you think? Alright, moving on. Plywood Mallet, okay.
Also, while you're talking about this stuff, you should cut back to B-roll from those videos.
Oh, I will. Yeah, that was the plan. Try to, like, score some points on some old videos that nobody watched. So in video number 27, I built this plywood dead blow mallet. It's more of like a novelty than anything else. I have used it quite a few times for like kind of setting joints and stuff like that. It's cool. It's a novelty. I wouldn't build one again unless somebody wanted one. But yeah, 5 out of 23 stars. That's all based on practicality, so it has to score low, even though I really like it. Next on the list is the belt sander. This was videos 20 through 24. Then I also released one way later of all 4 parts merged into one shorter video. I'm happy with the functionality of this. I hate the design. This was overcomplicated in places it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. And it's now a bear to move around, so it just has to live on this table. But overall, it's a beast of a tool. It will just eat through things really quickly. So I'm happy with its functionality. I'm really unhappy with its design. I got overcomplicated in places where I didn't need to. And then in videos 53 and 54 is this disc sander. I use it almost every day. It's a really good disc sander. It's also a little bit heavy, and if I have to make an upgrade to it at some point, it will be to be able to tilt the table. But I don't need it all that often for that, so I've only really run into a situation 2 or 3 times where I really wished that this table would tilt, but future upgrade will probably be to set up tilting on the table. And then in video 71, I built this table to go over the compressor, just to give myself some extra flat surface to put sanders and stuff on. It's a table. The nicest thing about a table you can say is that you'd never really recognize that the table is there. It just serves its purpose. So A+ for the table, C+ for the belt sander, and a pass-fail grade for the disc sander, because it's an elective and doesn't count towards the GPA. Yeah.
Is it a pass?
Yeah, it's pass-fail.
Oh,
yeah, it got passed.
You just said pass.
Oh yeah, no, it passed. Yeah, it disc sands. Yeah. Next is videos 44 and 45, which is this gigantic Dado Station for this really old DeWalt MBF radial arm saw. I really like this Dado cabinet. It is incredibly heavy. I almost killed myself moving it. I've made a bunch of changes to it over the past couple of years. I've added a scroll saw that will on drawer slides. I've added some router bit storage and stuff like that very recently. But overall, I really like this thing. I use it all the time. I have a 6-inch Dado stack set up in it right now that I've been using. I think I last used it on the scrap wood cart. Yeah, I did lap joints. And yeah, it gets a 12 out of 14.
Of what?
Doctors agree.
12 out of 14 doctors agree?
Yeah, that's its rating. Next is video 46, which is this Dado Case. It's for my really nice 8-inch Dado stack. It's fine. The case that came with the Dado stack was broken twice in a row. That's a whole thing. I explain it in the actual video, so I'll link it. But yeah, it's a case that holds the Dado stack. It's worked really well. The Dado stack has not gone missing even once since I built this, and I don't think that is a coincidence. 12.
Mysteries?
No, that's its score is 12.
It's just 12?
12, yeah. Yep. 12. From video 43, we have the Mox Vice. This thing has become indispensable in my shop. I know that it looks like it's hung up and out of the way, but this thing gets used nearly constantly in the shop. It's great to have a vise that is not all that heavy, can be moved to wherever you need to use it, and just clamped down. I've used this thing to do everything from making the mantle for my fireplace to making the neck for my base. This thing is great. It has endless utility. It gets a 30 out of 31 points.
Wow.
Yeah, and at 50 points, that's when they get the prize. That's
You said there's only 31 points.
No, that Vice could get up to 31 points. They scored 30. It's not all the points.
And at 50 points to get the prize.
Yeah.
So it's impossible.
No, it's not like you're not gonna win like the House Cup on the first day. It's not like you could do one thing and you get like 1,000 points. Like, all right, well, Gryffindor wins for the fucking year. No, each different thing has a prize total, and then that total is across all the things.
It just sounds like you're withholding the prize from from the Vice.
Out of 31. The max points for the thing are 31. It got a 30. It's nothing to turn your nose up at.
Alright, let's watch Wayne climb down.
I'm gonna jump. Let's see, maybe before I jump down, is there anything else up here I built in a video?
The vlog thing, but...
Oh yeah, I did that, but that wasn't 2 years ago. This is all like longevity of projects. Cause like I could be like, oh, the carpet's holding up great. It's been like 3 weeks. So I'm trying to go like,
carpets.
yeah, get carpets, put them everywhere. But that being said, the carpet's been great so far. So anyone who doesn't think it's a good idea, you're wrong. It's actually great. Let's see. All right. Router table, but that's underneath all of your stuff. So like we'll touch on the router table later. Actually, I'll just use all B-roll for the router table. Router table is great. I still have yet to build a fence system for it. That's going to be an upcoming project. I think I have finally settled on how I want the fence system to work. It's going to include magnets. So essentially I'm going to install some metal track down the router table, and then I'm going to use mag switches to stick a fence onto it. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. The router table gets a 7. Oh, you're gonna watch, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh, knees.
Oh, wait, maybe we should film one more thing up there.
Oh, I hate you. Alright, that about does it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick once-over to kind of give an update on a lot of the projects that I've done over the past 3 years on this channel. I really like watching project videos, and I am always curious of how that thing is holding up. So I figured this would be a cool idea for a quick little video. If there's anything that I missed in this video, make sure to comment it down below. I'm happy to provide updates on any of the other things that I've done. I tried to keep this to about like the older videos on the channel, because there's some things that I just did recently, and I'm not going to be able to give an adequate summation of how the thing's holding up, like the Craftsman drill press I restored. It's still doing fine. It's been about like 7 months. The thing's great. It's going to take a lot longer for me to know how that thing holds up long term. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with new projects as they are released. And until next time, thank you. Base neck for my base. I'm going to take a new one on that one because I didn't speak good. Yeah. All right. 3, 2. Is it video 43?
Yeah.
How do you remember this better than I do? I did it. Oh, 3, 2.